I was lost behind my addiction of abusive men and the secrets my family kept. I always knew there was more to the story than what my grandmother disclosed. So one day, I bought a ticket and went back to Jamaica to find out the truth. It had been 6 years since I saw her last. After leaving my father's house, we lost contact for 2 years. I didn't call or tell her I was coming to visit her. When I pulled up to the gate, a neighbor came out to see who I was. Before I finished my sentence, the woman clutched my face in her hands. "Jozanne, you Miss Dixon's granddaughter. She talks about you all the time. Miss Dixon, Miss Dixon," she yelled, running up the stairs. Mummy came out onto the porch, shocked to see me standing there. Her hair was white and her body frail. I climbed the steps, and she embraced me with everything in her. "Welcome home, Jozanne." Upon entering the house, it was like I had not left. My childhood photos were in the creases of her cabinet and mirrors throughout the house. My old doll, Rose Marie, was still rocking in the chair as I left her. Overwhelmed by all kinds of emotion, I handed out the gifts I brought. Smith was still around, and although he and Mummy had finally gotten married, it was simply out of obligation. I had booked a room at the Pegasus Hotel. The following evening, Mummy came to the hotel, and we sat on the balcony of the 9th floor outside my room. It was the first time in a long time I looked up in the sky at the stars, and I couldn't help but remember when I believed all things were possible. The world was a safe place, and God was happy with us. I had neither prayed in a while nor set foot in a church. To me, it was useless. I was too far gone from grace. We sat there quietly. The memory of that abortion clinic still haunted me. As if she could read my mind, Mummy asked me, "What happened between you and your father?" She was ready to have the conversation, and I was ready to release my pain. That night, I didn't hold back one detail. I spilled all my secrets. It was the most honest I had ever been. Her face quivered from holding back the tears as I shared all that took place under my father's roof. With a loud outburst, she held her belly and wailed from the balcony. We both wept until we had no tears left. Her cry groaned unthinkable things. A woman's scorn uprooted. God heard it. It was a cry for redemption. She wept, a closed chapter to an epic story, ablaze, the fire of secrets burned through smoke and mirrors. God lifted up the truth in his right hand. Nothing was the same that day. God heard her cry. There on the balcony, I laid my head in Mummy's lap while she brushed my hair with her hands. We were ready for the truth, and that evening she had the courage to tell me the truth. Jean. She was like a delicate lily, soft, sweet, silent, one of a kind. When she smiled, roses bloomed, and the sun moved, tender, eloquent, mysterious, innocent, the pride of a mother's heart, handled with a velvet glove, spotless. Jean Maureen Ashley, soft, sweet, silent. She shared about the day Jean's pale face was burning hot with a fever. Right away, she took her to the town's clinic to see Dr. Brown. Jean followed Dr. Brown into his office while Mummy waited outside. When Dr. Brown returned, he had surprising news. Jean was 4 months pregnant. In disbelief and shame, my grandmother could hardly speak. Being a sheltered child, it was difficult to accept Jean had a bun in the oven when she did not have a boyfriend. She was only 13. She never talked to boys and hardly left the house. Jean was her only daughter, and the only gift she felt God gave her. Defensive and disappointed, Mummy yelled across the room, Jean, come out here!" Enraged that her daughter was being looked at as a loose girl, Mummy questioned Jean rigorously in front of Dr. Brown.